Hey kids, it's me, Craig Zwicker. Oh my god, you can't be Craig Zwicker. He's a freak with long hair. Yeah, not anymore. Till I grow it again. Where are your glasses? Well, I'm not wearing them. Don't feel like it. Don't have to read anything. Oh shit, yeah I do. On go the geeky glasses, because I've got to read, children. Yes, gotta read my script. Plus, I look cool. I think I do. Yeah, shut up. I don't care. Minister decides to do something a little different one Sunday morning. He says, "Today, church, I'm going to say a single word, and you're going to help me preach. Whatever single word I say, I want you to sing whatever hymn comes to your mind." Immediately the pastor goes, I'm going to try this one. Cross. Immediately the congregation then starts to sing in unison, the old rugged cross. And then the pastor hollers out grace. The congregation began to sing Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. Then the pastor says power. The congregation sings, there is power in the blood. And then he says, sex. The congregation fell into total silence. Everyone was in shock. They all nervously began to look around each other, afraid to say anything. And then, suddenly from the back of the church, a frail 87-year-old grandmother stood up, tiny, quibbling little voice. Began to sing Precious Memories, sounding worse than William Hung, but still something she hasn't gotten for a long time. I've got something in common with the old lady, except I'm not old lady. I haven't had sex in a long time. Guess you can tell. Anyway, teacher asked her young pupils how they spend their vacation. One child wrote the following. We always used to spend the holidays with Grandma and Grandpa. They used to live here in a big brick house, but Grandpa got retarded and they moved to Florida, and they now live in a place with a lot of other retarded people. They live in a tin box and have rocks painted green that look like grass. They ride around on big tricycles and wear name tags because they don't know who they are anymore. They go to a building called a rec center, but they must have got it fixed because it's all right now. Kids smokes too. They play games, then they do exercises there. They don't do them very well. There is a swimming pool too, but they all jumping down in it with their hats on. I guess they don't know how to swim. Oh my gosh. At the gate, there's a dollhouse with a little man sitting in it. He watches it all day so nobody can escape. Sometimes they sneak out. They go cruising in their golf carts. My grandma used to bake cookies and stuff, but I guess she forgot how. Nobody there cooks. They just eat out. And they eat the same thing every night. Early birds. Some people can't get past the man in the dollhouse to get out. So the ones that do get out, bring food back to the rec center, and they call it park luck. My grandma says Grandpa worked all his life to earn his retirement, and says I should work hard so I can be retarded someday too. When I earn my retirement, I want to be the man in the dollhouse. Then I'll let people out so they can visit their grandchildren. Funny? No. Anyway, Jacob. He's a really old geezer. 92 years old. Kind of geriatric age. And Rebecca, age 89. They're all excited about their decision to get married. So they go for a stroll to discuss the wedding. And all the way, they pass a drugstore. Jacob suggests they go in. Jacob addressed the man behind the counter. Are you the owner? Farmer says, yes. Jacob goes, we're about to get married. Do you sell heart medication? Of course we do. How about medication for circulation? All kinds. Medication for rheumatism or sclerosis? Definitely. How about Viagra? Of course. Medicine for memory problems, arthritis, and jaundice? Yes, there's a large variety. The works.
What about vitamins, sleeping pills, Geritol, antidotes for Parkinson's disease?
Absolutely.
You sell wheelchairs and walkers?
All speeds and sizes.
We'd like to register here for our wedding gifts, please.
If you don't get that, it's not my fault. Anyway, three little old ladies. They're sitting in a restaurant one day, talking about this and that. The first lady says,
"You know, I'm getting really forgetful. This morning I was sitting at the bottom of the stairs and I couldn't remember if I was just about to go up or if I'd just come down." "Oh, that's nothing,"
the second lady says.
"The other day I was just sitting on the edge of my bed wondering if I was going to bed or if I just gotten up."
The third lady smiles pleasantly at the other two.
"Well, my memory's just as good as ever. Knock on wood."
She rapped on the table with her knuckles and gave a start and said,
"Who the fuck's there?"
Anyway, I think I'll do my final old geezer joke. Because there's probably old people watching this. Yeah, we don't want to piss off Renato. He's old. A young man who is also an avid golfer found himself with a few hours to piss away one afternoon. He figured if he hurried and played very fast, he could get 9 holes before he had to head home. Anyway, just about to tee off, an old geezer, gentleman, geezer, same thing, shuffled along the tee and asked if he could accompany a young man he's golfing alone. Not able to say no, he allowed the old geezer to join him. To his surprise, the old geezer played fairly fast. He didn't hit the ball far, but plodded along consistently and didn't waste much time. They reached the 9th fairway, and the young man found himself with a tough shot. There was a nice large pine tree right in front of his ball, directly between his ball and the green. After seven minutes of debating on how to hit the shot, the old man finally said,
"You know, when I was your age, I'd hit the ball right over that tree."
With that challenge placed before him, the young guy swung hard and hit the ball smack into the top of the tree trunk, where it thudded back on the ground, not a foot where it originally had been. The old man then added his final comment.
"Of course, when I was your age, that pine tree was only 3 feet tall."
And then he promptly beat the guy to death. What the hell, you know? So anyway, just wondering, how many American tourists does it take to change a light bulb? 15. 5 to figure out how much the light bulb costs in the local currency. 4 to comment on how funny looking local light bulbs are. 3 to hire a local person to change the bulb. 2 to take pictures, and 1 to buy postcards in case the pictures don't come out. Alright, on to Canadian government, and just to point out, 4 years ago, of course, 4, 5, maybe 7 years ago, Italian used to be the more fluently spoken foreign language in here, apart from English and French. And so, now it's Cantonese. And so anyway, Stats Canada is trying to figure out how the fuck those Italian people learned to speak Cantonese so damn quickly. Right. And for my final joke. An American was telling one of his favorite jokes to a group of friends. He says, "Hell is a place where the cooks are British, the waiters are French, the policemen are Germans, and the trains are run by Italians." The lone European in the group pondered this for a second and responded, "I can't say about the police and the trains, but you're probably right about going out to eat. A restaurant in hell would be one where the cooks are British and the waiters are French, and the customers are all Americans." It's true. They're the most pushy pricks we know. Anyway, Have a nice day.